Welcome to my video series on all things course creation, course building, and launching, where we will dive in and discuss the tech, tools, course hosts, and more. This is a true behind the scenes of a one-woman show and how I did it all on my own. Okay, here is another technology and tool that you're going to want to use and know about. Have you left a webinar or a sales page and go to get signed up and it says you only have 15 minutes, or it says you have 3 days to make that decision to get it for a lower price, and you're wondering, how are they doing that, and how does it know when I come back after the fact and redirect me to the full price? How does it know? Well, I'm using a tool called Deadline Funnel, and that is how I'm able to track who has been on that page and when the offer has expired for them. For example, if you're having an evergreen webinar and it's running all the time, so you've got people coming in and taking that webinar, I don't know, every day for a year. Well, you don't want to have to keep setting up different funnels all of the time. So this is where Deadline Funnel comes in, and that way they watch your webinar, they're redirected to the page to get signed up to purchase whatever it is that you are offering. But say they let it expire, it will automatically redirect to a different page that has the full course price or the full product price. So it is deadlinefunnel.com. I highly recommend it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on the back end. Okay guys, here we are inside of Deadline Funnel. I want to show you the back end of what it all looks like so you can determine if this is something that's right for you and you would like to use. When you first log in, you can create a new campaign. You can do that direct from the dashboard. I have already clicked that, and that is what you are looking at right now. So this is what you will see. I am currently using MailerLite as my email service provider, and that is why you see MailerLite here. I do have Shopify and I do have ThriveCart. Those are the other two logos that you see there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of some of these so you can kind of see what's going on. You would want to name your campaign, and I'm going to name it Mind Test for this demonstration. And I have the category as webinar. You can do different categories for different things. If you're doing a tripwire, anything like that, you can use this for that as well. So my email service provider is already linked up, but when you click here, you can see a lot of the other ones that are available. There's ConvertKit, Constant Contact, Drip, Flowdesk is in here now, Kartra, Kajabi. So if you've already got set up with Kajabi for all of that, again, I am using MailerLite, so that's what I'm going to choose. My landing page builder is actually on my Showit site. Showit is my website host. So I'm going to choose other because they are not currently on here. I guess I need to click that one more time. And my cart is through ThriveCart, so I'm going to choose that as well. So that way it knows everything that it's working with. Then I'm going to hit the next button over here in the left corner. And here's where you decide what you need. Is it a page visit? In my case, it is a page visit. When they land on the sales page, it starts counting down using that IP address that has landed there. And just so you know, it can connect with their phone. So if they're logged in on their desktop computer on Facebook or Google, they're logged in on their phone on Facebook or Google, it all syncs up, it all knows. So even though they go open the webinar page on their phone, it already knows that they've already been there. So that's something to think about. You have some very useful things if you want. So if you're doing a tripwire, we discussed that the 15-minute opt-in upsell is down here. That was something that you would like to use. Special offer for first 100 buyers, Shopify promotion. If there's only a sale for a certain day of the week, there you go. In my case, I am using the page visit, so that's what I'm going to choose for this demonstration so you can kind of see it all get set up. And then I'm going to hit next. For my webinar, I have it expire 3 days after they land there. instead of 15 minutes, because sometimes you need more than 15 minutes to decide if that's what you're going to do. It's a bigger investment than a $7 upsell from a free opt-in. And then you can select your time zone. I'm actually on Central Time, but I go by Eastern on here. And then it gives you examples. So what will happen? So if they start in the morning, they really might get more than 3 days. They may get 3.5 days or a little more than that, because it's not going to expire until that night at midnight or at 11:59 p.m. And I'm going to go to next. And then here. So here we are at the pages, and this is where you will type in the first spot, the first line, your page that they're going to land on initially. In my case, I'm going to call it Optimize Your Opt-in. That is my course sales page at the moment. And then after it's done, it's going to redirect them to offer expired. So if you're watching this and you think if you can go to Optimize Your Opt-in and get it for the cheaper price, and you've already been to that page, then guess what? This is going to remember. It's still going to redirect you to offer expired. So that's where you connect everything there. And then you click the finish button. It was that easy. Okay, so I'm getting errors on the side. I can't set this up right now because I've already got it in another campaign. So let's go look at that so then you can get an idea of what that looks like. And I'm going to delete our test one and go back in here to my real campaign. But I wanted you to see exactly how you get it all set up from the beginning. So here you are. I've chose a floating bar, and what that means is there's a bar at the tip top of the page when they land there, and it will say offer expires in 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, whatever it is, or it'll redirect them to the page where the offer has expired, and it'll say, oh, I'm sorry, you missed the limited time price or whatever it is that it says. You can then go, if you have emails connected with timers in it, that's under the email tab. If you have you want to edit the appearance of it, and here's where it's going to pull my actual sales page, and you're going to see it here in just a moment when my internet decides to cooperate. And you are going to be able to actually see the timer. There it is at the tip top. And I really like having the seconds on there at the end because it's counting down the whole time. And it just creates that sense of urgency when you are getting things ready to go. You can make this banner be whatever color that you want. You can keep it on brand, make it something bold that stands out. That's why mine is this super aqua color. And here it goes. It's finally loading my page. Usually Deadline Funnel doesn't move this slow, and I can tell you right now, it is not Deadline Funnel, it is Megan's internet today, causing issues. So there you are, and there it is at the tip top of the page, and it should stay at the top of the page as people scroll through, so that gives you an example of what it's going to look like. And that, my friends, is how you create a sense of urgency and create a timer at the top of your page that will work with whatever it is that you're selling, and kind of follow around your clients, your prospective clients, so that they can know, hey, I've only got 3 days to make this purchase.